Friends, the TV news gives me the blues with the stories they run about the crooked, faking assholes taking up all the oxygen. They got ads to sell us, so they don't tell us how to change the status quo or inform the masses about true badasses and folk heroes. Now some good people insist that you can't resist the machine and its will. So many tried and failed, one even got nailed to a cross on a hill. And some other folks say that they'll let you play, but they'll never let you win. And you must be deranged if you dream of changing the system from within. No denying it's a long run, and there's a million and one ways to ruin it. But if you say it can't be done, just stay out the way of the ones doing it. Pay their dues, study the rules, they'll beat them at their own games. Like the Queen Bee, New York AG, the fearless Lettia James. Ain't it sweet to see the powers that be go down in flames? They're so unnerved when they get served. Get Lettia James. She grew up looking at the world from that view. And her family was tested when her brother was arrested for something that he didn't do. When they went to the courtroom to support him, Tish was a teenager, and she saw everyone in there except the defendants. None of them looked like her. And her vow that day to fight for education took her such a long way to her vocation in litigation. Public defender to attorney general, kicking ass and taking names. From food stamps to the people's champ, the mighty Lettia James. Ain't it sweet to see the powers that be go down in flames? They're so unnerved when they get served. Get Lettia James. Freshly educated at Howard University, Tish went to work for the Legal Aid Society, defended folks who didn't have the dollars, set up a coalition for young black scholars, and it was righteous work, but she was just getting started. Won a seat on city council for the Working Families Party, found irregularities in corporate contracts, fixed payroll, and took $600 million back, fought corruption, and the NYPD sued the cops for roughing people up at Occupy Wall Street, fought against developers to keep folks in their homes, knowing poor people can't fight them alone. And next she got elected public advocate, elevated the position by the respect she had for it, heard complaints to try to make things fair, sued the city over foster care. And then in 2019 she was elected AG, and everyone who stood behind her could see that same as ever, she'd be the people's defender, fighting the sharks and the predatory lenders. Even when she was outgunned, she fought anyway, sniffed out fraud and filed suit against the NRA. Never afraid of the powerful so-and-sos like Mayor Bloomberg or Governor Cuomo. Working under people she was way smarter than, dealing out justice that was nonpartisan. I mean, Cuomo was a Democrat, but he was also a creep, and Tish wouldn't have that. She opened an inquiry into the harassment allegations and another into undercounted deaths of nursing home patients. She kept it all in her sights and just kept on picking the right fights to break up big tech, to keep the net neutral, filed antitrust against Facebook and Google, sued corporations for fraud and fixing prices, fined J&J $200 million for the opioid crisis, fought for tenants and children, fought for the disrespected and forgotten. She said they won't be found up in an ivory tower. I'll be here on the ground, speaking truth to power, feeling people's pain, doing the job relatably and never be removed from those who elevated me. Cause some believe in profit over people, but the Constitution counts us equal when dignity is under attack. On my watch, we're gonna take that power back. And you can see how rich folks could get used to getting their way, and the wealth, the trickery, and the way the game gets played. Like when it serves them, why not inflate their assets, but then undervalue them when they're paying taxes? After a while, they get to thinking they're above the law. But swaggering's a fatal flaw. Like one such chump, he had a long slump, but he kept living large. His name is best forgotten, cause that big fish is rotten and might get caught. Attorney General James is coming in hot with some advice for the crooked shysters who ain't what you claim. You tempting fate in New York State, dead petition names. And it's